Hi, everyone. It's me, Rolling Redneck, and I am dumb.
That's it. That's the last scroll. Come on, let's take it to Dexia.
I should have had
No,
the quest thingy set to the Elder Scroll quest. I did not.
with a
Off screen because I couldn't sleep one night. I did a little leveling, as one does. Speaking of leveling, hang on.
I trust. I'm sorry, my friend. I can no longer. It's my fault. In my... I thought I'd be able to allay the after effect. Blind? No. It will have to run its course. And no, there is another way. The question. I can't guarantee you'd be free from harm. Becoming blind could be the least of your. Scattered across Tamriel are secluded locations known only. Performing the ritual of the ancestor moth within the glade, it involves carefully removing the bark from a canticle tree, which will in turn, once enough of the moths are following, they'll provide you with the second sight needed to decipher the scroll. In keeping with tradition, you must use a specific tool. Every moth priest is taught this ritual, but few ever get the chance to perform it. From what I saw in the vision, the Elder Scroll which foreshadows the defiance of the gods with the blood of mortals is the key to the prophecy. Good luck. I hope you find the answers you seek.
Well, this sucks. So I only have 3 more episodes. I might go to 4 or 5.
Care with those flames. Get nervous when a man approaches with his weapon drawn.
One moment. I could summon the zombie horse, but I need to make sure I can find my path.
Done and done. We reach Ancestor Glade soon. Where'd you come from? Who's there? impressive, is it? If this ends up being a wasted trip, your friend Dexy and I are gonna have some words when we get back. Wow. Look at this place. No one's been here in centuries. Hope the moths like that bark as much as Dexian said they would.
Okay, how do I attract them? Hang on.
Whoa. I think that might have been what we were waiting for. Let's head back up there and see if we can read the scrolls.
Let's hallucinate! Okay, I'm in the thingy. And I have the I read the wrong scroll. Okay, what am I doing wrong?
Are you okay? Almost thought I lost you there. You went as white as the snow. I never trusted those damn scrolls. Who knows what those things could have done? What about Ariel's bow? Do you know where we can find it? And it's almost over. Where is this Darkfall cave? Then let's get going. I want to get there before my father has a chance to track us down. Not much. If you read any history, it shows... As far as I know, though, it's never been held by a vampire. That would be a new one.
Uh-oh, we have friends.
Who's there?
Okay, good, you're still alive. Oh, we've located this place before.
It'll be good to get out of the sun for a while. Who's there? That'll teach you. Something's not right here. Be careful. I think we may be in for some trouble.
Is this supposed to happen? Go away. You also go away. I think now that I've gotten my armor, I can afford to raise the difficulty just slightly. I'm probably going to regret that, so
These people. Why would anyone want to set up camp here? I wonder what happened to them.
well, for recent experience, if anything can go by, vampires happened.
Keep your eyes open here.
Come forward. You have nothing to fear.
I feel some kind of...
I am Knight Paladin Gelibor. Welcome to the Great Chantry of Auriel. Auriel, Halkosh, Akatosh, so many different names for the sovereign of the Snow Elves. I prefer Snow Elf. The name Falmer usually holds a negative meaning to most travelers. Those twisted creatures you call Falmer, I call the Betrayed. Of course, you're here for... I can help you get it, but first, I must have your assist. I need you to kill Archcurate Vertha, my brother. The kinship between us is gone. I don't understand what he's become, but he's no longer the brother I once knew. It was the Betrayed. They did something to him. I just don't know why Auriel would allow this to happen. They swept into the Chantry without warning, and began killing everyone without pause. The Chantry was a place of peaceful worship. They slaughtered everyone, and stormed the inner sanctum. He's alive, but something's wrong. He never looks as though he's in pain or under duress. Leaving the way shrines unguarded would be violating my and an assault on the betrayed guarding the inner sanctum would only... Yes, let me show you.
So this is snow refuge. Incredible.
This structure is known as a way shrine. They were used for meditation and for transport when the Chantry was a place of enlightenment. Prelates of these shrines were charged with teaching the mantras of Oriel while initiates.
What's that basin in the center signify?
Once the initiate completed his mantras, he'd dip a ceremonial ewer in the basin at the way shrine's center and proceed to the next way shrine.
So these initiates had to lug around a heavy pitcher of water. Marvelous. How long would they have to do that?
Well, once the initiate's enlightenment was complete, he'd bring the ewer to the Chantry's inner sanctum. Pouring the contents of the ewer into the sacred basin of the sanctum would allow him to enter for an audience with the Archcurate himself.
All that just to end up dumping it out? Makes no sense to me.
It's symbolic. I don't expect you to understand.
So, let's get this straight. We need to do all that nonsense to get into the temples so we can kill your brother and claim Ariel's bow.
I know how it all sounds. But if there was another way, I'd have done it long ago. The only way to get to my brother is by following in the initiate's footsteps and traveling from way shrine to way shrine, just as they did. The first lay at the end of Darkfall Passage, a cavern that represents the absence of enlightenment. There are 5 in total, spread far apart across the Chantry. Caves? Oh no. But before I send you on your way, you'll need the initiate's ewer. Once you've located a way shrine, they will allow you to draw the waters from the shrine's basin, as if you've been enlightened. This may be the last time we're able to Otherwise, all I can do now is grant you my hopes for a safe journey. Questions? I expected as much. They're ghosts of the snow elf priests that tended the way through the grace of Oriel. They were restored to their spectral form to enable... I'm afraid in their current form, they won't respond to you in any way other than believing that you're an initiate and you're undertaking the journey to the inner sanctum. We were once a wealthy and Unfortunately, we were constantly at war with the Nords, who claimed, in a manner of we had always maintained an uneasy alliance with the underground dwelling. Surprisingly, they agreed to protect us. There were splinter groups that resisted the agreement, but when it was all said and done, those elves were either slaughtered. I've often asked myself that very same question. The blinding of certainly not enough to devolve them into the sad and twisted beings they've become. The Chantry is quite isolated. By the time the compact had been completed, it was too late. Correct. We only numbered 100 at the time. Ironically, our undoing. Yes, they swarmed the Chantry. I assume that the Archcurate was corrupted by them when they... Verther and myself are the only 2 snow elves that remain. Questions? I expected as much. Questions? I expected as much.
Well,
That wasn't... from? That'll teach you. Where'd you come from? Who's there? That'll teach you. That'll teach you. Who's there? Done.
Looks like we have quite the task ahead of us for the season finale. Have a nice day. Like and subscribe.